Hey, what's up? I'm here. I just ain't been saying anything. How are you? I'm gonna go back on mute while I start this up.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Salarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy, despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy. The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic. After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth. Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite. The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. Roughly 1,200 years. Roughly 1,200 years. The Geth. After the Spectres are the systems of kinetic combat hard suits use a dual layer system to protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding, areas that don't need to be.
I'm a little busy here.
We should move, Commander.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Well, nice. Say, I mean, well, awesome. Have a nice rest. I'll be here tomorrow. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's my fault for the notifications. I just got caught up when I'm inviting whoever's around. Oh, yeah, no big deal. Hey, keep in touch. Oh, yeah, see, I had watched this other guy play it for a few hours, and it kind of reminded me of Doom a little bit. It's kind of like Doom a little, but there's no special kill or whatever. Like how, yeah, or to compensate for it, they should have reduced the price a little bit. The graphics do look alright though. I like the way the gun look. You can see the texture on it and all that. Not, it's some kind of like two-player co-op. I was watching these other two guys play it together for a few hours. I don't know if they were fighting each other or teaming up to beat the game. I'm not sure what was going on. Okay, well that still ain't such a bad thing. Or maybe they should have added it to the subscription. Maybe like for Yeah, because it's like, the competitor had it, so they should give it to us on our subscription, maybe. Yeah, I think there's like more than one version. I know another guy who bought it like some expensive version or something too, or something like that. So, like, speaking of like affordable games that we probably would never play. I was looking up like hidden gems, like, so Tekken versus Street Fighter is $15. The disc. It's yeah, $15 for that disc. Because Deadpool just went up to $100. Yeah, like I got Deadpool for like $30 a few years ago. Yeah, it went up to $100. No, if I was ever going to sell it to you, I'd give it to you for 75 or 70. That's less than 100. But I don't want to get rid of it anyway. I enjoy the game. It's one of my favorite games. It's part of the reason I own a disc. Like, it's a disc drive. It's part of the reason I got a disc. Yeah.
Demolition charges.
So
The Geth must have planted
it's like
Hurry!
see,
We need
because
to
you
find them all.
got
Shut
many
them down.
games. There might be a situation one day for you where you could make somebody an offer or something where you wouldn't have to pay $100. Give them two games that you already completed or you're not a big fan of, and then like $25 or something. You know what I mean? And that'll probably work. Give somebody two discs and then $25 or something. Yeah, see, I don't know much about it. I don't know anything about Pokemon cards, but it's... So here's the thing about grading it. I don't like when it's that expensive. I heard like I watched a lot of YouTube videos, so I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it'll say like it costs like 20. Apparently, you're supposed to tell them what you think the card is worth, and then if they think the card is worth, let's say you told them you think the card is worth $20. Well, then they'll probably charge you $9,000 to grade it, or they'll send it back. So the point that like I'm trying to make is like there's a questionnaire when submitting your cards. I think it says, how much do you think this card is worth? You say, I don't know, $25 maybe. I don't know. It's your job to tell me how much it's worth. $25. And then when they look at it and they see that it's worth $5,000 or something, they'll send you like an email or call you on the phone and say, hey, you know how you chose the $20 grading, right? $20 for us to grade your card. Well, your card has an estimated value of $9,000, so that's going to bring the grading value up to $750. And you're going to be like, could you just send me the card back? Yeah, then it's like also people were like, it's better to grade more cards. Like, for example, say you took that expensive card, but sent it as a set of 10 cards, but sent 7 cards that weren't as expensive and another card that was almost as expensive. That would like... Oh, good. Definitely. And then the place has a headquarters somewhere and offices across America. Like if you could find out where one of the actual low physical, but you would have to like that. Yeah, that'd be like something like a person would have to like plan their vacation around or something, like get a motel room or something. I don't know how that would. But then I had seen videos. So there's another guy, like, remember Rudy? So his biggest arch rival, like his nemesis, they used to be friends. They had a big falling out. His name's Daniel Chang. Oh, that's the other guy. His name's Daniel Chang, a Chinese guy. And his channel is Vintage Magic. Now, Daniel Chang, he's the opposite of Rudy. Now, Rudy is like a distributor. Rudy has like big boxes and pallets, and he sells boxes on Patreon. Now, Dan, really expensive like products, like one card that is worth like $1 million, or like, you know, like one. Like, Daniel Chang specialized in big buys, small purchases, big buys, expensive stuff, like artwork that was, you know, like wall art made by the dead artist from the sets from 1994 or something, or like a fucking like crazy stuff. So that fucking guy or whatever, he did a whole video where he fucking had like a whole shoebox of fucking like a little box, like a metal box with like 300-400 cards he wanted to get graded. Like, there's something called Summer Magic, whatever the fuck that is. It's the rarest magic there ever was, so I never bring it up. I guess in the year 1995 or 1994, they made the first set of magic cards or something, but there's a error set. Like, all the cards are like, they don't have a date on them, and they're like really dark, the art, like, it's called Summer Magic. So like certain people, rich people, collect Summer Magic, whatever that is. So like Daniel Chang, he's bringing every Summer Magic card there. You know what I mean? Like, they're worth like $100 grand each or some shit like that. I don't know much about it, but I'm saying even going to the place is not all it's cracked up to be. There's lines out the door, a waiting list. The lawyer might show up there and they might say, hey, do you have an appointment? You know, like something like that. Yeah, the prices are going to fluctuate. Remember, when you open a box or whatever, you get commons in every pack. So you're going to have doubles of a lot of cards. Remember what I said about the doubles? So I'd take those doubles, man. Anything under $1 that you ain't going to use, throw that shit in an envelope. Or if you got a bunch of doubles, yeah.